Brought to you by Penguin.
The God Equation, The Quest for a Theory of Everything, by Michio Kaku. Read for you by Feodor Chin. To my loving wife, Shizue, and my daughters, Dr. Michio Kaku and Allison Kaku. Introduction to the Final Theory. It was to be the final theory, a single framework that would unite all the forces of the cosmos and choreograph everything from the motion of the expanding universe to the most minute dance of subatomic particles. The challenge was to write an equation whose mathematical elegance would encompass the whole of physics. Some of the most eminent physicists in the world embarked upon this quest. Stephen Hawking even gave a talk with the auspicious title, "Is the End in Sight for Theoretical Physics?" If such a theory is successful, it would be science's crowning achievement. It would be the Holy Grail of physics, a single formula from which, in principle, one could derive all other equations, starting from the Big Bang and moving to the end of the universe. It would be the end product of 2,000 years of scientific investigation ever since the ancients asked the question, what is the world made of? It is a breathtaking vision. Einstein's Dream. I first came across the challenge this dream posed as a child of 8. One day, the newspapers announced that a great scientist had just died. There was an unforgettable picture in the paper. It was an image of his desk, with an open notebook. The caption announced that the greatest scientist of our time could not finish the work he had started. I was fascinated. What could possibly be so hard that even the great Einstein could not solve it? That book contained his unfinished theory of everything, what Einstein called the unified field theory. He wanted an equation, perhaps no more than 1 inch long, that would allow him to, in his words, read the mind of God. Not fully appreciating the enormity of this problem, I decided to follow in the footsteps of this great man and hoped to play a small role in finishing his quest. But many others have also tried and failed. As Princeton physicist Freeman Dyson once said, the road to the unified field theory is littered with the corpses of failed attempts. Today, however, many leading physicists believe that we are finally converging on the solution. The leading, and to my mind only, candidate is called string theory, which posits the universe was not made of point particles, but of tiny vibrating strings, with each note corresponding to a subatomic particle. If we had a microscope powerful enough, we could see that electrons, quarks, neutrinos, etc., are nothing but vibrations on minuscule loops resembling rubber bands. If we pluck the rubber band enough times and in different ways, we eventually create all the known subatomic particles in the universe. This means that all the laws of physics can be reduced to the harmonies of these strings. Chemistry is the melodies one can play on them. The universe is a symphony, and the mind of God, which Einstein eloquently wrote about, is cosmic music resonating throughout space-time. This is not just an academic question. Each time scientists have unraveled a new force, it has changed the course of civilization and altered the destiny of humanity. For example, Newton's discovery of the laws of motion and gravity laid the groundwork for the machine age and the Industrial Revolution. Michael Faraday and James Clerk Maxwell's explanation of electricity and magnetism paved the way for the illumination of our cities and gave us powerful electric motors and generators, as well as instantaneous communication via TV and radio. Einstein's E = mc².
Sample complete. Ready to continue?